and welcome. Hope y'all are doing well. Today we're going to continue our discussion when it comes to urine. Last week we talked about the types of urine and the best times to use it during the pre-rut, rut, and post-rut. Today we're going to discuss dispensers. We're going to create a scrape and the little technique that I add on to it. In order to do this, you need rubber gloves to keep your scent under control. Rubber boots, control foot over. We're going to use a little limb because there's none hanging low enough. Garden tool, or you can use a rake, zip tie, red wrapper, and some cotton. Alright, now we found a trail right through here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set one up. First thing you want to do, attach a limb to the tree. Next thing you want to do is tear up the ground underneath it like a deer has been pawing on it. About a 2-foot circle is good enough. You can use a garden tool or a rake. Next thing you want to do is a little secret that I have. Is that I take cotton and a red wrapper. The problem is a lot of people will create this, just pour some urine on there and let it run down the stick and it drips off. The bark and everything it doesn't absorb. So by taking a piece of cotton, and you can get this from your medicine cabinet, you can buy it at Walmart. All you want to do is about a foot and a half high, just wrap it around there. And then, let me get my urine. You just put it on the cotton, and it soaks in, and it'll absorb into the wood and kind of run down. You can take some of it, put it around on the ground, and there you have it. Now you can also get it's a spray. You can spray that on the limb and on the cotton. It's whatever you choose, whatever you can find on the sale. And you're all set. Next thing we want to do is dispensers. Let me grab these. These are probably the most effective ones that you can use. As you've seen in the previous shows, you really don't want to go walking out every time you go hunting, putting out your scent dispensers. Now there's multiple ones on the market. The ones that we like best, as I showed in the previous show, are the drippers. They go off with a 10-degree difference. In order to be coming in during the day, it goes off. 4 ounces will fill this thing up, and it'll work for about 2 to 3 weeks. We don't have to walk out in front every time into our shooting area to put out stuff. This stuff goes off every day in the morning. Bad weather, it doesn't go off. So basically what we do, we just fill it up. And we put 4 ounces. There you go. Find a low hanging limb. put it up, good to go. You can also use little cotton ones like this you can buy. You can put them up, got little holes into them, you put them up, and they're good. I have nothing against them. But if it rains, guess what happens? So basically, those are the best, but there's a lot of them out there, and whatever works for you is the best. Like I said, as for the types and amounts and everything, I've discussed that in the previous shows. If you have deer on your property, and you're not having problems with hunting pressures around you, you can probably get by without using rut. But what we've found over the years, it does make a difference. Nothing's 100%. If you have deer, like I said, in the pre-rut, you can probably just start off about 3 or 4 days after opening day and go with doe estrus and buck urine. But if you're not seeing any deer, I highly recommend at least 2, 3, 4 weeks before get your dripper or get something that can disperse the urine, and just use doe pee. That'll help track deer back to you, because if you've got hunting competition around you, odds are they may be doing the same thing. So you want to bring the deer back and try to hold them. And basically all you really need in that situation is some doe pee, a bottle 4 ounce, 2 ounces of doe estrus during the peak part of the rut. I talked all about that in the previous one. And that's basically all you need, or you can use some buck urine. That's about it. I hope this has helped you. And my little technique there, believe it or not, that made a big difference on a lot of hunts, especially in high pressure hunting areas. Well, I think that's about going to do it for today. I want to thank y'all for watching, and if I helped you any kind of way, well, again, it made my day. You'll have a great one. Thank you for watching.